Hey guys, how's it going? I apologize for the lighting. I waited a little too long to do this, but here I am every day as promised. I'm feeling a little heavy and conflicted today. So as you know, I'm really open about being in a program of recovery. I do a 12-step program, and it's awesome and it's helped me a lot. And I credit it with me staying sober, and I was a totally impossible, hopeless case when I first found recovery. Had been drinking and using drugs for over 16 years, and now I've been sober for over 5, and that's awesome. But I'll tell you, like, it doesn't mean it's all been easy, and it doesn't mean that I always agree with the program or like what I'm learning, even though so far it has seemed the stuff I'm learning, not just through the program, but like through the other tools and stuff that I share here, they do end up proving themselves right, but I feel like sometimes it's just hard to accept that or implement new ideas. One thing I've just been butting up against today is feeling like I'm struggling to find when is it right for me to speak up and like if my feelings get hurt or if I feel like something was said that needs to be corrected, when is that my place? When often in a program of recovery, we're told like if we're upset, it's always on us. And there's a lot of wisdom traditions that I agree with and believe in that say similar things. Like we just need to practice acceptance, and it's our thinking that creates our feelings. And so at the end of the day, really no one is pissing me off and no one is bumming me out. And if someone says something that's fucked up, like ideally I would just move past that because I don't need to defend anything and I don't need da 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 da. So these things, like, I can get this stuff intellectually and I can even see the truth in that, but it doesn't mean that it always shows up in my life. I guess I would be perfect if it did that, and I'm not. I'm human, and I feel like I made some mistakes today, but I also was trying to like stand up for myself a little bit, which I think is important too. I spent a lot of years being a doormat and not speaking my mind and letting people kind of roll all over me. But what's tricky, and I'm sharing this for those of you, I feel like everyone can relate to this on some level, but I think especially when you have been in addiction and now you're in recovery, I think it can be hard to learn how to trust yourself again, and how to decide like what is mine to say and speak up about, and what is something I need to go talk to a friend in the program about, or what do I need to like bust out my journal and do the work on about, you know? So I just wanted to show up in my imperfection again. That's happening a lot. I'm very imperfect and very messy and very clumsy, trying to do the right thing and failing often. But I think sometimes you have to just try it to figure out a better way to do it, right? So I might have hurt some feelings today unintentionally. I might have stepped on some toes today unintentionally. But it's unintentional. And I have to take ownership of like if I did screw up, but I'm learning still. And so I'm just trying to be like, ooh, that, I'm just doing the best with what I have. And then if I feel like, oh shit, I just made that worse, I can learn from that today. Sometimes we don't know the right thing until we try something, and then we're like, oh, that wasn't it. So I just wanted to show up today, and like if you're kind of stumbling through life trying to figure out the best way to do things, I'm with you. I feel you. It's tricky, but it gets easier. And keep trying, because that's how you learn. So hang in there, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.